shit, I'm trying to pop my... I said, God damn!
Fucking son of a fucking...
Welcome back to... Welcome back to We Watched the Movie. I'm Mike, he's Jay. This is Rotten Tomatoes predictions. It's basically Rotten Tomatoes fantasy football, okay?
Yeah, we like it.
What we do is we believe Rotten Tomatoes critics are to be, or just critics in general when you say Rotten Tomatoes, you know, it's critics in general, are pretty predictable with the Rotten Tomatoes score. So we try to predict it every week, and sometimes we're right, sometimes we're wrong, sometimes suck a dick, Choncho. But
wrong.
The three movies coming out this week are
50 Shades of Gay. So you know what I mean. 50 Shades Darker, is that what it's called?
How come no one's made that?
What is,
like
I don't know.
A gay porno called 50 Shades
I'm
of
sure
Gay.
it exists. What's
50 different scenes of fucking.
In the butt.
I'm gonna make that, man.
Are you gonna star?
You make good money.
Okay. Was it, okay, is it called 50 Shades Darker? Fuck, I don't even know.
Yeah, 50 Shades...
Darker Scar.
No, every time I think I'm just gonna think 50 Shades gayer. It's 50 Shades gayer.
Gayer.
Gay.
Gay-din. So, 50 Shades, the new one's coming out. Batman Lego movie. And then...
John Wick.
2, The Wick of John is never burning down. So, let's talk about the first one, because I mean, I'm excited. I want to get this out of the way. 50 Shades
John
of
Wick 2, The Wicker Man.
Sorry. No, I don't want that one. That was actually
just
really
give me a gun.
The bees! Oh my god, the bees! So...
How do you burn? How do you burn?
50 Shades... Fuck it, 50 Shades, the new 50 Shades. Well, I'm really confused. What's the name of the movie?
50 Shades Darker.
Okay, 50 Shades Darker takes up right where the first one left off. Everybody that read the books, I mean, I myself was fascinated. I can't read, so fuck you all. Anyway, I'm kidding. I mean, I'm just not gonna fight it anymore, because if that's what people believe, then goddamn it, you believe it. But it takes place right after 50 Shades of Grey, and this guy's still a creeper. This guy's still talking about nipple clamps, take your panties off, let me stick this dildo up into you in the middle of a diner, and now you're gonna love me.
I just want to do weird shit to her, like put my toe in her vagina.
Yeah, and it's weird. Like, it doesn't, like, the acting part of it, like, there's a part at the very beginning of the trailer, it sounds like an SNL skit. He's like, have dinner with me, and she's like, okay, I'm going to have dinner with you because I'm hungry. And that's it. It's just like, but it's terribly delivered. That line is just awful. Yeah. And it's still, like, again, that creeper thing. Like, God, how the fuck is this a real thing? Like, how is this a real thing? Hey, just because he's rich and sort of good looking, and he can take you home and beat the shit out of you with a whip and say, love me forever, and you're like, I've always wanted a man like you.
I get why girls like it so much, why women like it so much. Here's what I don't get.
What?
I understand that
I suppose it's adventure.
No, it's not to some girls. It's you know, a rich, handsome guy that wants to do nasty shit.
So like when you're sleeping in the bed, all of a sudden.
Well, just think you're sleeping at night every night with Bob in accounting, and you know he probably rolls on top of you and does the same thing every night by listening to the sampler track from Starbucks. You know, on every Tuesday night at 7.
But Bob at accounting got you a discount at Fridays.
I'm sure Bob's a great guy, but you know those women probably they see this and it's like. And it gets culturally accepted that it's like it's an open porn. Like if it's open porn, if that's porn to women, to some women, not all women. But what I don't get is people who say, "I can't believe women like this because it's so insulting because it's basically rape or whatever." And like, yeah, okay, sure, it is, but you know, it's a fucking movie.
I think the reason why
like it.
I think the reason why they say that for is because the double standard is so hardcore for against guys. For you know what I mean? It just seems like it would be not a real thing. But
yeah,
anyway,
we got them Hardee's commercials.
We do have those Hardee's commercials. I watch those all day.
It doesn't offend me. I just think, and I think most girls would agree.
It doesn't offend me either. I'm just saying
the books are written like shit, and the movies suck balls.
So here's the So this is the advice that you take from 50 Shades of Grey. If you want a good-looking girl that loves you forever, beat the shit out of her, put some clamps on her nipples, and have a great time because you're gonna get one for life. Good for you.
Not unless you're rich.
Unless you're rich,
don't
then
forget
it doesn't
that. That's
matter.
very
You have
important.
to have the money first.
Don't go around hitting chicks and putting nipple clamps on them unless you're rich.
Don't go around hitting chimps either. Jesus
That's
Christ.
what I meant.
Anyway, so okay, based on the trailer itself.
Talking about a different movie?
Yeah, I don't know what you were talking about. I just went with you.
I was talking about fucking goats, man. I'm sorry.
You keep on saying that. Why do you always go to try to fuck a goat, man? So based on the trailer alone, and that's what we're here for, is to say what we think the score is going to be on Rotten Tomatoes. I think the Rotten Tomatoes is going to like it. I don't think it looks like something that they're going to hate necessarily, but I don't think they're going to love it. I think they're going to give it about a 62% fresh. That's where I think it's going to be.
Whoa!
Yeah, really
with the fucking shocker!
Because I'm telling you why. It just looks like that kind of movie that they would say has been tightened up on it's been it's like a tighter story. It looks like it's a little bit more complete because the first one I did watch it, unfortunately I got dragged into watching it, but it seemed scattery or something. This one seems like a little bit more of a cohesion of a story.
You know, they were finding cucumbers on the floor of movie theaters.
That's fucking gross. At least people were healthy.
Nasty, dude.
At least they were healthy.
You know, if you're gonna do that, at least you can do is fucking eat it.
God, he dipped it in her fucking vagina stick.
I think, dude, I'm 15% rotten at best. I'm gonna say that's the highest it could possibly be, in my opinion. It's 50 Shades Darker, and at one point, the motherfucker's shooting a gun out of a helicopter.
Yeah, there's action. So,
what the fuck?
I know. Okay, so personal rating. I didn't like 50 Shades of Grey anyway. I thought that movie sucked. It really did suck as a movie. I didn't even like it. It had nothing to do with the subject material. I just thought the movie sucked.
I didn't hate it, but it was sucked ass. I gave it a 5 out of 10. It was funny. It was funny. It was so bad.
I don't think they liked you at all. And no, I don't like you either.
And I like some sex.
I just didn't like the movie itself.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep interrupting you.
It's okay. Just do it.
It's all mine, bitch.
Go ahead. No, I'm serious. Go ahead.
No, I just think that... I think these movies could be actually decent. Like, I think if they made them fucking X-rated. Make these movies X-rated, put them in theaters, and I guarantee you will get more out of the box office than you're going to get for this movie. Because they're barely even fucking marketing it. I think they know it sucks. I'm shocked as shit that the actors and actresses came back. They must have had a tight contract.
Well, the thing is, though, if they made it NC-17, they're not going to make as much money off of it.
No, they will. That's a misconception, is what I'm saying. I think if they put it in NC-17, put it in theaters, just get the theater owners to show it, you will get box office.
Okay, fucking Morpheus.
It's not like people are taking 7-year-olds to see it anyways. We're all adults here. Show some titties.
You're like Morpheus right now. I was like, what if I told you that you could make an NC-17 movie and make money? Free your mind. But anyway, yeah, okay, maybe that's true. I don't know. I don't know how that whole thing works as a business side of it. But I always figured NC-17 movies, it's why they avoided it so they can make more money and make it a mainstream popular. But so anyway, personal score, I think it's going to suck. So I'm going to give it like a 4.5 to a 5. I think it's going to be an average movie. I think it'll be better than 50 Shades of Grey.
Lego. Batman.
Yeah.
Batman Lego.
I can't say it doesn't look entertaining. It looks freaking awesome, actually. I really want to see it bad. I mean, it looks funny as hell. It looks like something that kids and adults could enjoy the shit out of. And I gotta say, dude, I'd be there fucking day one if I could, because I gotta make a decision what I want to see, though, John Wick 2 or this, and I gotta go with John Wick 2. But it does look really entertaining, and the first one was good too. Everybody loved Lego, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a sequel to the Lego movie.
No, I know, but it's still, it's a Lego.
And what's weird is that there's a Lego Batman movie like at Walmart right now that went straight to video that wasn't a big deal or whatever, but they released the trailer for this and it looks so fucking good. It looks hilarious. Lego Batman was awesome in the Lego movie. Lego Batman's funny as shit. I love what they're doing with it. I think it's going to be fucking fantastic. I thought the Lego movie was like one of my favorite movies of that entire year. And I dig the shit out of it. I'm going to go with a Rotten Tomatoes score of 86% fresh.
That's exactly where I was going. This will be the one time I think that I'm going to be right on board with Rotten Tomatoes. I freaking hate them, but I think this time they're going to get it right. I'm going to go about 80% fresh. And my score would be like almost a 9, well, 8.5 to a 9, just because of pure sheer entertainment value and how funny it is and how cool it is. So yeah.
Caveat, if it's not a fresh rating.
Caviar.
If it's not a fresh rating, the reason will be is because they'll say, the Lego movie is a fun, adventurous world, but there's just not enough there's not enough in the story of Batman and Legos or whatever to excuse a full-length film, is what they'll say, and it'll get a rotten score. Yeah. But no, I don't think that'll happen. I think it's going to be so good, it's going to be loved by most, except for a couple sticklers that are sick of Batman and all his shit. And I think 86%. 86% fresh. 80% fresh. What was the last one? 15% rotten, 62% fresh. Now we go to the final one, the final wide release of the week. It's a good week for movies.
The final chapter of this episode.
For 2 of the 3.
Yeah.
John Wick 2.
I don't know, guys. It's a fucking 10 already for me. Like, I keep watching the trailer, I get more and more pumped. I cannot wait to go back and watch John Wick 1 just to get ready for it, because that's what I gotta do when you have a sequel like John Wick 2 coming out. You gotta watch the first one just to be prepared for the second one. And then you can laugh at everybody that doesn't know what it is. You're like, what are you talking? Why are you here? Do you not know that John Wick is John Wick? Like, his dog died. And now he's fucking got revenge in the first movie, and now he's got a new dog. He's kicking ass. Dude, I'm so happy a movie like this exists. I mean, it really is so badass to see something that's just pure entertainment. And you got that gun fu shit going on. He's badass. And Keanu Reeves he's not underrated, but I always felt like he always got not a fair shake. He always feels like the normal, everyday kind of dude. He kind of keeps himself out of the tabloids, but he's awesome at what he's doing. And he's just, I don't know, man. I'm just really excited for this fucking movie.
I'm really, really excited for it too. And the best part is that we don't get R-rated action movies that much anymore. And the fact that I think everyone's fucking excited for this movie. And when the first movie came out, it was like, that looks cool or whatever. And I think people were excited for it, but no one thought it was going to be that great. It was just like, oh, an action movie with John Wick, it probably will get bad box office, and it probably won't be that great. But it came out, and the word of mouth just exploded about how cool the fucking movie was. It was like that movie, The Guest, only it went wide.
Yeah, and,
you know?
and I want to know, here's the biggest question I've always asked myself about Keanu Reeves. Why does he always wear a suit in every movie he does? Like, he doesn't even seem like he's always wearing a tie and a jacket, like every movie?
I guess, yeah.
Except for, like, you know, Bill and Ted, and maybe The Lake House.
I say,
I think he might even want. Anyway, John Wick 2 is going to be phenomenal. I don't know how the critics could hate it, but you know, it's the critics. So I'm going to say they're going to give it. Honestly, I'm going to go with 55%.
Fresh.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's over 50%, but 55%. Yeah, just barely there. I don't think they're going to like it. I really don't. I think
like the first one.
They did, but I think this one it's going to be more action oriented. I don't know. The first one was all action, but I think this is just, you know, a Quantum of Solace. Yeah. They just really focused on the action parts of it, so I think that's where this is going to go, which I'm all for that. I want to see that, but yeah, I don't know. I'm going to give it. I'm going to go for the fucking 10.
I think it's going to be great too. I don't see how you can really. I don't think they can. Can you focus more on action than the first one did? The first one was fucking just.
Well, it would be hard to, but I think that you could sacrifice some more storytelling and just have more action sequences.
The only thing I'm worried about is the first one had such a cool story where like the whole thing with his girlfriend happened and they killed his dog, and like that's such a perfect fucking. It's a revenge story, but it's got a twist to it, so it's original. And this, I don't know exactly how they're going to bring him back into the fray. They better have a decent storyline for that. And the only other thing that scares me is the kid. They show this little kid villain, and I like that. Maybe it's going to be this crazy, over the top, wild shit, but something I don't like this Justin Bieber villain that it may be. I'm not sure if that's it. I just saw it.
I wish it was Justin Bieber so he could fuck his shit up.
If it was actually Justin Bieber, maybe they make him like Justin Bieber so that we hate him, so that he
dies.
But yeah,
he gets killed.
As long as the kid at least has one bodyguard that's really good at karate and gun fu for him to fight, I'm fine with it. But I don't know. At the end,
John Wick, you know, there's an easy way you can bring John Wick back. You just tell Keanu Reeves, "Do you need money?" Yeah, I do. Okay, I guess we got a sequel. It looks great. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a 55% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. I personally 9.5 to a 10 for my personal score. What was your personal score?
8.5 to a 10, and
that's a big difference. That's a big margin.
Yeah, I know, but I'm a little. I got a little bit of worry. But either way, I'm gonna love it.
Yeah.
I think the Rotten Tomatoes score. I'm gonna go 70% fresh.
Okay, so
I'm gonna go with this one. It's a tough one.
You're really relying on this right now.
This one's
relying on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I know. I think
I don't give them any credit, dude. I really don't. Like a movie like that, as good as John Wick 2 is probably going to be.
They got the first one.
They did get it right. I mean, every once in a while, you know, the sun shines on a dog's ass when we do things. But I think that like they're gonna give more credence to like something like 50 Shades Darker than they would to John Wick 2. I don't know
think
why.
there'll be a few critics waiting to fucking hate it.
Yeah.
And if they're the first ones to get the review out, a couple of the parroters will follow them, and that could spell bad things. But I think this is one of those movies that even if it gets bad ratings, it's going to do well at the box office.
I hope so.
Because people want to fucking see it.
I want to see John Wick 3.
And by the way, this movie, prediction right now, I think your bold predictions.
Okay.
Your bold prediction is totally 62% fresh on 50 Shades Darker. Mine is totally...
That's a big one, yeah.
I think that this movie is going to be fucking ridiculous at the box office.
You think it's going to
no, I think it's going to do amazing. I think it's going to blow the fucking roof off the place.
50 Shades Darker?
With money. No, John Wick 2.
I thought you were talking 50 Shades Darker, because you were talking about bold predictions.
Can't you read?
No. Again.
I think John Wick 2 is going to do fucking well at the box office. Like, way more than anybody predicts. Guys, comment down below. What's your predictions? Let's play fantasy movie football together. What's your goddamn predictions? We'll see who's fucking closer. Go ahead, skin that smoke wagon.
See what happens.
Comment down below. Let us know. We love your fucking faces.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie.